runner at second base for Wakefield. The Black Bears should keep an eye out for a potential bunt. The 1-0 misses up and away for ball 2. Wakefield, the Grand Canyon commit, a two-way player. Only threw an inning this past season for Iowa Western, but hit in 47 games for the Reavers. Part of a Reaver ball club that made the Junior College World Series. The 2-0 is swung on and missed. 2-1 to Wakefield. The Reavers ended their season in mid-May at the annual JUCO World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado. What a program the Reavers have in Council Bluffs, continuously churning out Division I talent. The 2-1's tipped into the glove, a back pick to second base, a low throw, and Peterson is thrown out standing up, trying to get back into second base. And a cannon from J.J. Kennett, throwing out Peterson for out number 1. And Peterson did not take Kennett seriously, walked back standing up. Now 1 away in the top of the third, as the 2-2 is lifted high in the air to left field. Working to his right to make the catch is Estes. Now 2 outs in the top of the third. What a change of events, where Ben had a runner at second with nobody out 2 pitches ago. And now 2 outs and nobody on for Cole Calnon. Calnon reached on a fielder's choice in his first trip. Grodel's first pitch out of the windup, missing above him. Calnon ducking out of the way to avoid it. No score between the Black Bears and the Elks. Top of the second inning, Ben's at the plate. The 1-0, breaking ball misses below the plate, or below the zone, excuse me, for strike 2. Peterson led off this inning with a walk. He stole second and was back-picked at second base. The 2-0 fastball misses low and away. Now 3-0 to Calnon. Calnon from Northwest Nazarene. Here's the 3-0 and missing away. And the ball is just slipping out of Crodel's hands right now. Another 4-pitch walk. His third walk of the night. Calnon's on with 2 outs in the top of the third inning. A 4-pitch walk. And this is a Black Bears ball club that has had issues with command the past couple of games. With the runner on and 2 outs, here's Brian DeRoff. First pitch to DeRoff. He swung on and missed right through the breaking ball. DeRoff, the Bay Area native from St. Mary's, was retired in his first trip. The 0-1, and a runner takes off. The throw from Kennett. It's a good one. It beats him there, and tagging him out on the foot, trying to slide into second. And J.J. Kennett with 2 outs by himself. The Black Bears catcher putting on a show behind the plate. Middle of the third, still no score between Bend and Cowlitz. Tail end of the lineup due up with Cody Estes, Nick Miller, and J.J. Kennett when we come back.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Bottom of the third inning. No score between the Bend Elks and your Cowlitz Black Bears. Welcome back to David Story Field. Cody Estes strolling to the plate. The redshirt freshman from South Mountain Community College gets things going for the Black Bears in the bottom of the third. Madariaga's first pitch is a curveball, breaking down on the outside part of the zone. 0-1 to Estes. Estes rejoined the team this weekend after being away for 9 days from June 28th to this past Sunday. He takes another strike on the outside corner, down on the count 0-2. The 0-2 is fouled off. In a 9-day layover, it's a lot of time between seeing live pitching. Cody looked good in his first and last at-bat, and that's what he told me. He felt good. He drove in a run on a sac fly in his first trip on Sunday night, and then he lined out to the shortstop in his final trip. The 1-2 to Estes. The breaking ball missing away, evening up the count at 2-2. On deck is Nick Miller, and in the hole is J.J. Kennett. Madariaga's 2-2. His curveball missing in this time. And both pitchers very reliant on their breaking balls so far in the early goings of this ball game. With Crodel and Madariaga. Madariaga from Cumberland University in Lebanon, Tennessee. He strikes out Estes, takes him off his feet, pulling it on a string. Second strikeout for Madariaga. One away in the bottom of the third. Estes goes down swinging. That brings up the Cowlitz County native, the third baseman, Nick Miller out of Park University, Gilbert. Miller, another guy who recently rejoined the team following a family vacation. He takes a strike one in the inner part of the zone. Not a lot that Miller can do on that pitch. The 0-1 from Madariaga is inside, evening up the count. Nick Miller, a Kelso, Washington native, graduated from Kelso High School, playing third base tonight. Plays for Black Bears head coach at Park University, Gilbert. He spins away of a breaking ball that runs him off the plate. A ball and a strike to Miller. Here's the 1-1. And the fastball from Madariaga. He blew it right past him. Swinging and missing. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 away in the bottom of the third inning. No score between the Elks and the Black Bears. Madariaga looking in. He approves the sign. Here's the 1-2. It's fouled off. Inside out swing from the righty Miller. The Black Bears come into tonight's game with 11-19 record, 0-3 in the second half of West Coast League play. Meanwhile, the Elks 19-11, 3-0 in West Coast League play in the second half. The 1-2 is a fastball fouled off. Still 1-2. The 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. 1-2 to Miller, 1 out, bottom 3. Now a curveball is fouled off. Still 1-2 to Miller. On deck is J.J. Kennett. Madariaga out of the windup, his 1-2. Missing low and away and not by much. Just a little bit off the plate. 2-2 to Miller now. Swinging and missing. Third strikeout for Madariaga. And 2 down in the bottom of the third. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up this inning for Madariaga and the Elks. Here's the 9-hole hitter, J.J. Kennett. And what a night Kennett is having on the defensive side of the game. Here's the first pitch from Madariaga. His shot up the middle. Caught by the diving shortstop, Salvione, in time. And a nice play from his knees. The Portland Pilot throws out Kennett to retire the side. At the end of 3, no score between Bend and Cowlitz. You're listening to the Cowlitz Black Bears Radio Network.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Other places make you pay extra for that, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les. Book your appointment at leschwab.com. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com for details.
The Cowlitz.
When traveling Spirit Lake Highway, stop by Drew's Grocery for the food and beverages and now serving Chevron gas you're looking for. See the weekly ad at familyfoodstores.com/Tootle and find Drew's Grocery Store and service on Facebook. The grocery store has been a staple of the Tootle and Silver Lake communities for nearly 85 years, serving as one of the last stops for visitors heading east to Mount St. Helens. The next best part of your beach getaway is that Fiber Federal Credit Union has plenty of branches along the Oregon coast. Access your Fiber account at thousands of credit union branches and ATMs nationwide. Fiber CU, banking made easy. With great reviews and affordable rates, Guest House is the official hospitality sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. With a getaway, enjoy a getaway with the amenities you expect this summer. Call 360-414-5953 or Google Guest House in Kelso. A.J. Crodel, the UC Santa Barbara Gaucho, back on the hill for his 4th inning of work. He's gave up 1 hit in 3 scoreless innings so far. He'll face the heart of the lineup, 3-4-5. For Bend, Brian Duroff in left field, followed by Easton Amundsen, the first baseman, and Easton Talt in right field. No score between the Elks and the Black Bears. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to our producer, Derek Lund, for getting our audio stream underway. We got a good one on our hands so far. Taking strike 1 is Duroff, as both teams trending in different directions, approaching the All-Star break. The Black Bears on a 6-game losing streak as the 0-1 breaking ball bounces on the plate. A ball and a strike to Duroff. Where the Elks come in fresh off a sweep. A nice start to second half play. 19-11 overall. The 1-1 is popped up to the right side. Moving over to his left to make the catch is Keaton Grady. 1 away in the top of the 4th inning. And that brings up the cleanup hitter, Easton Amundsen.
The first baseman, number 26, Easton Amundsen.
The Lower Columbia College alum, back in his old junior college stomping grounds, right here at David Story Field. Crodel's first pitch is just low and away. 1-0. Amundsen's 0 for 1 tonight. The 1-0, finding the zone with the breaking ball. Strike 1, evening up the count to Amundsen. Amundsen spent last season with the Wenatchee Apple Sox in his 2nd year here in the WCL. Whiffs through the breaking ball. It's now 1-2. Amundsen having a nice first half of the year. Hit .357 with 20 hits and 5 doubles. The 1-2 from Crodel. His heater misses upstairs. Amundsen not chasing after it. He takes ball 2. Amundsen, a native of Nampa, Idaho. The 2-2 from Crodel. The breaking ball fouled off the Black Bears dugout, ricocheting back near the first base side. Still 2-2. On deck is Easton Tull. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Crodel got him on the breaking ball as the Black Bears have issues throwing it around the horn. A low throw from Kennett. Miller can't dig it out, and that ball wanders down into the sidewall in left field. But a strikeout for out number 2. And here with Crodel, a chance to get his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning, this time in real order. As Talt squaring to bunt and take strike 1. It was a low pitch. Would have been called ball 1, but Talt did not pull it back in time. In the second inning, Crodel gave up a walk. Peterson stole second, but he was backpicked. The 0-1 pitch is a curveball, missing just low for ball 1. Wakefield flew out, and then Calnon was thrown out stealing. 2 of the outs were directly put out by Kennett behind the plate. Now 2-1 to Talt. Talt's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Crodel shakes off a sign. The 2-1. Strike 2. Crodel living in the lower part of the zone. 2-2 to Talt. The 2-2 bouncing in front of the plate. And yes, he did go around. Travis Holsey confirms. And a 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th. A couple of strikeouts for Crodel. Middle of the 4th in Longview. No score between Bend and Cowlitz.
Black Bears are looking for families to open their homes to elite college baseball players, fueled by passion and talent, ready to call Cowlitz County their home away from home. As a Black Bears host family, you provide more than shelter. You become a source of unwavering support. You're not just a host, you're a vital part of their success story. In return for your generosity, the Black Bears offer a package that's as rewarding as the experience itself. Enjoy complimentary season tickets for your entire household, a 15% discount on merchandise, and an unforgettable night of honor at the ballpark. Go to CowlitzBlackBears.com to learn more on how you can become a host family today. That's CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We are proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Middle of the 4th inning. Top of the order, do it for the Black Bears. As Dylan Schlegel and the rest of the hitters get ready to go through this lineup or get ready to face Madariaga for a second time tonight. Welcome back to David Story Field. The Black Bears only with 2 hits so far. Here's the first pitch to Schlegel. Swinging and missing at the breaking ball, chasing a pitch out of the zone. Schlegel leading off. A 1-2 punch, a DBU Patriots. He swings and misses at another breaking ball down on the count, 0-2. Congrats to Dylan on representing the Black Bears in the 2024 West Coast League All-Star Game. The 0-2. Not swinging at that curveball. 1-2, ricocheting off the catcher Burke. The Black Bears switched it up the final 2 games of the Ridgefield Series, as this one's on the ground, a shortstop. Gloved up by Salvione, a stretch by the first baseman of Munson, and he keeps his foot on the bag to throw out Schlegel. In the final 2 games of the Ridgefield Series, it was Schlegel and Grady switching it up. Where usually been Schlegel leading it off. Grady hit lead off a couple times. Schlegel's 1 for 2 now. Nice footwork by Munson. Here's Keaton Grady. The first pitch from Madariaga. Serving him a fastball, missing away for ball 1. The rest of the series should go on at 6:35. The scheduled time is where most Black Bears home games occur. All of them, in fact, instead of the Sunday games. 1-1 now to Grady. No score between the Black Bears and the Elks. The 1-2 is fouled off to the third base side. 1-2 now. And I talked about it earlier. Both of these teams trending in different directions. To say the Black Bears need not only a win tonight and a couple is an understatement. But in the marathon that is what the West Coast League season, you can overcome a 6-game losing streak. As this one is rolled over to second base, a low throw. Calnon's throw bounced off the turf. One hopped from a Munson. Another nice play by the first baseman. And it might have been by design, with the sun just peeking over the trees in left field, making it easier, putting it on the ground, a slow throw. Nice little short hop as Bowen pops the first pitch to the left side. Salvione on the edge of the infield, drops back in the left field to make the catch. And a smooth sailing, bottom of the fourth inning from Madariaga. Black Bears go down in order. We're going to the fifth. No score between Bend and Cowlitz.
Hello? There we go. Thank you. I'm going to need a second.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Ahoy there, mateys. Spring has sprung, and that means it's time to hit the high seas, or the open road, or any place you get to wear a cool outfit and go real fast. Thank goodness Fiber Federal Credit Union has you covered. Get the boat, wave runner, RV, ATV, or motorcycle you want at a rate as low as Davy Jones' Locker. The RV, boat, and adventure loan from Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Heritage Bank has been building lasting relationships and serving our community for over 95 years. Stop by your local branch or visit heritagebanknw.com to learn about banking solutions tailored to your unique needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Black Bears Baseball is brought to you by Longview Physical and Sports Therapy, providing quality rehabilitation services to clients throughout Southwest Washington. A proud Black Bear sponsor with an exceptional combined professional experience. And the Trojan from the University of Southern California, Ty Silva, gets the Elks started. Silva swings through another sweeping curveball. And I talked about it earlier in the game, and I'll say it again. Both of these starters very reliant on their off-speed and breaking balls. But just as reliant, just as comfortable throwing in a fastball and getting it across for a strike. Silva down on the count 0-2. Silva flew out to right in his first trip back in the second inning. The 0-2 from Crodel is fouled off. Staying alive is Silva. On deck is Vinny Salvione, and in the hole is Isaiah Burke. No score between the Black Bears and the Elks. Crodel looking in. Here's his 0-2. Fastball off the plate, taken for ball one. The Elks with one hit so far. That base hit came off the bat of Vinny Salvione, who's on deck right now. The fastball missing up and in for ball two. Crodel making his second start of the summer for the Black Bears. The 2-2. Inside out swing, blooped into right field. Monda drifting back and dropping in between Monda, Grady, and Kelly in for a leadoff base hit. Just putting it where nobody could get to it. Crossing in between three Black Bears fielders. And there's the second hit of the ball game for Bend. And after the leadoff single, that brings up the shortstop, Vinny Salvione. And a mound visit from Black Bears manager Kelly Stinnett, and that will do it. Kelly Stinnett taking the ball from Crodel. A good night. 2 hits, 3 or 4 scoreless innings. He exits the game, giving up a base hit. We'll be back in a moment. The Black Bears and the Elks are tied, but a pitching change coming in the top of the 5th for Cowlitz.
Attention Black Bears fans. After a 5-year hiatus, the West Coast League All-Star Game presented by Visit Bellingham is back and better than ever. Join us in Bellingham at Joe Martin Field on July 17th for an unforgettable night of big hits, epic catches, and non-stop excitement. The day will be jam-packed with family-friendly activities, including a fan fest and skills challenge. Get your tickets now at bellstickets.com. See you at the ballpark.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We are proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Another lengthy right-hander in the pitch for the Black Bears, as well as another UC Santa Barbara Gaucho. Calvin Prosky, AJ's teammate and classmate. Both of those pitchers going into their sophomore year at UCSB. Prosky in the pitch, 6'3", 190 pounds from Oak Park, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. He's making his 5th appearance of the summer. He has a 3.85 ERA in his previous 4 games of work, 7 innings under his belt, and a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Something to work with as the Black Bears continue to work through these midseason woes. But coming to the plate is Vinny Salvione.
The shortstop, number 6, Vinny Salvione.
Salvione, the shortstop from Portland, had the first hit of the game for the Elks back in the 2nd inning. Ty Silva at first base just had the first. That's popped up to the right side. Silva took off, making the catch as Monda in front of the Black Bears dugout, and racing back to the bag is Silva. So the Elks averting disaster. Salvione pops out to the first baseman in foul territory for out number 1 in the top of the 5th. And exactly what you wanted to see out of Prosky coming into the game, getting an out right off the bat. And with 1 away, here's the catcher, Isaiah Burke. Burke's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. He tips the first pitch into the glove of Kennett. 0-1 to Burke. 1 away in the top of the 5th inning. Burke, the redshirt junior from New Mexico State. Taking his lead at first base is Silva. The breaking ball is bounced to short. Knee flips to Grady. Over to first, Monda. An inning-ending double play. Calvin Prosky masterfully works through the top of the 5th inning in his first inning of work, keeping the game scoreless. We're halfway home, going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Coming to the plate for the Black Bears, Bronson Neve, Rowan Kelly, and Carter Monda.
Here she comes.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Bears. Book your group outing today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Hi, it's me, your friendly neighborhood codger. Back in my day, a checking account was a checkbook, a box of checks that looked like a brick, and a really sweet pen, if you were lucky. So now, Fiber Federal Credit Union comes along with their free choice checking that gives you a rate that's better than a lot of savings certificates. Free checking and great dividends? Way better than a box. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Ahoy there, mateys. Spring has sprung, and that means it's time to hit the high seas, or the open road, or any place you get to wear a cool outfit and go real fast. Thank goodness Fiber Federal Credit Union has you covered. Get the boat, wave runner, RV, ATV, or motorcycle you want at a rate as low as Davy Jones' Locker. The RV, boat, and adventure loan from Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
The cleanup hitter, Bronson Neve, leads things off for the Black Bears in the bottom of the fifth. Welcome back to David Story Field. No score so far between the Elks and the Black Bears as Neve takes ball one. The first pitch bouncing in the left-handed batter's box. Madariaga, the starter for the Elks, back out for his fifth inning of work. Swinging and missing. Coming across home plate, 1-1 to Neve. On deck is Rowan Kelly and Carter Monda. Here's the 1-1 from Madariaga. It misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Neve's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Neve, one of the hottest hitters in this Black Bears lineup. Here's the 2-1. Bounced foul to the left side. Neve has had multiple hits in 8 of the last 11 games. A streak that started 10 days ago. And he's hitting .390 in that span with over 40 at-bats. The 2-2 is lined up the middle. Taken on the short hop by Calnan. He throws over to first to retire Neve by a step. 1 away in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the ball that started over the pitcher's mound tailed over to the second baseman. Shaded towards the middle. But that ball hit with some side spin. 1 away for Rowan Kelly. He takes a fastball for strike 1. Kelly had a single back in the second inning. And Kelly, another hitter, who despite the Black Bears' woes over the past 10 days or so, it has not been his fault. Kelly had a 5 for 5 game 10 days ago on Sunday as he bounces this one to second again. Another low throw, and it's wild. It gets away from Amundsen. And reaching on what could be an error, it's going to be interesting because with the sun peeking through the trees in left field, we've seen the Elks and the Black Bears bouncing it off the turf on throws over to first base. And an error is ruled. That's the first error against the Elks. But now with the runner at first and 1 away. Kelly reaching on the E4. 1 on and 1 out for Carter Monda. He takes strike 1. Monda grounded into a double play in his first time up. Kelly taking his lead at first base. The 0-1 is lined, taking a hop at short. 1 hop, flips to second, over to first, not in time. Monda hustling it out, avoiding an inning-ending double play. No shot, nothing that Kelly could do on anything. That ball was hit hard off the bat. You don't know if Salvione, the shortstop's going to make the catch or not. It takes a hop, playing it off a little more than a short hop. Easier play for Salvione, but he flips over to Calnan, but not in time to get the double play. As Monda reaches on the fielder's choice. 0-1 to Cody Estes.
Keep up the good work there, Weston.
Estes struck out to open up the third inning. Monda's at first base. 2 away. Estes taking ball 1. Estes from Scottsdale, Arizona. Pickoff attempt over to first base, not in time. Estes' father, Sean Estes, former first-round pick, former MLB veteran, spent a bulk of his years with the San Francisco Giants. The 1-1 is fouled off. And his stepfather, Eric Gagne, the former Dodger. Estes, one of the reasons he missed the past couple of days was he was down in Los Angeles when Estes was being honored at Dodger Stadium last week to commemorate the 20th anniversary of his 84th consecutive save streak. 2-2. He met his mom and his brothers down there. His girlfriend was also in the LA area. They're hanging out at the beach on the 4th. Not a bad way to celebrate Independence Day. 2-2 to Estes. Swing and a miss. Estes strikes out again. And the Black Bears strand a runner at first base. End of 5. No score here in Cowlitz.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are looking for families to open their homes to elite college baseball players, fueled by passion and talent, ready to call Cowlitz County their home away from home. As a Black Bears host family, you provide more than shelter. You become a source of unwavering support. You're not just a host, you're a vital part of their success story. In return for your generosity, the Black Bears offer a package that's as rewarding as the experience itself. Enjoy complimentary season tickets for your entire household, a 15% discount on merchandise, and an unforgettable night of honor at the ballpark. Go to cowlitzblackbears.com to learn more on how you can become a host family today. That's cowlitzblackbears.com.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Other places make you pay extra for that, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les. Book your appointment at leschwab.com. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com for details.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Harbor Food Service is proud to sponsor the Cowlitz Black Bears. Harbor is dedicated to supporting the local entrepreneurs that provide jobs in their communities, bring convenience to busy lives, and invite us all to experience life around the table every day. The 9-hole hitter for Ben, Tyler Peterson, leads things off in the top of the 6th inning, followed by the leadoff man Josh Wakefield and Cole Calnon. Calvin Prosky starts Peterson off with strike 1. 0-1 to Peterson. Top of the 6th inning, no score between the Elks and the Black Bears. Lunging out on that pitch, 0-2 now to Peterson. Peterson walked in his first trip. He stole second. The 0-2 is taken for ball 1. Peterson was picked off at second base. The back pick by Kennett, a testament to Kennett's arm strength, a tough play to make from your knees. It happened in the blink of an eye. Peterson tried to get back standing up. Here's the 2-2, and he goes down looking. First strikeout for Prosky, 1 away in the top of the 6th. Now 1 away as the lineup card turns back over. Here's the leadoff hitter, Josh Wakefield. Wakefield's 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. He takes strike one. The 0-1 from Prosky's low and away, evening up the count. Prosky made 5 appearances this past season for the Gauchos. They hosted their first regional since 2015, losing in the regional final to Oregon on the final day. 2 balls and a strike. Always a painful loss, just a game shy of the Supers. The 2-1. Hit well, left field. Estes looking back on the track. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Up against the wall. Cody Estes with a tough play. Taking away extra bases. That ball went a long way. Estes was a little bit to the left of the 342 sign. This is a big ballpark. Black Bears players have talked about it. Not easy to hit one out of here. There's only been maybe 2 home runs this whole season. I know Sergio DiCello, who just left the team earlier this week, had one. Noah Malone had one in a similar spot to left field. But 2 away for Cole Calnan. Calnan's 0 for 1. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first and was walked in the third. Two balls and no strikes. Calnan, a two-way player at Northwest Nazarene. He takes strike one. He threw 24 in 2 innings, had a 2-0 record with 13 strikeouts this past season for the Nighthawks. He hit 275 at the plate with nearly 50 hits. He fouls that pitch right back to the netting. 2-2 to the Bend second baseman. Prosky out of the windup is 2-2. Curveball misses. J.J. Kennett thought that was strike 3, almost rolled the ball back to the mound. 3-2 now to Calnan. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. The 3-2 is lined to the right side, slicing foul into the Black Bears bullpen. Still 3-2 to Calnan. On deck is Brian Duroff. The curveball is yanked foul. You could see that vertical movement from up here in the booth. We're situated right behind home plate. A little bit up. The season ticket holders on field level. The 3-2 check swing. Yes, he did. The home plate umpire, Zach Burr, making that call himself. That's the second strikeout for Prosky. Another 1-2-3 inning. Middle of the 6th. No score between the Black Bears and the Elks.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Attention Black Bears fans. After a 5-year hiatus, the West Coast League All-Star Game presented by Visit Bellingham is back and better than ever. Join us in Bellingham at Joe Martin Field on July 17th for an unforgettable night of big hits, epic catches, and non-stop excitement. The day will be jam-packed with family-friendly activities, including a fan fest and skills challenge. Get your tickets now at bellstickets.com. See you at the ballpark.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect...
Bottom of the 6th inning. The Black Bears and the Elks are scoreless to this point. Bend is still rolling with their starter, Reed Madariaga. The 5'7" right-hander out of Cumberland University has kept the Black Bears at bay so far with only 2 hits and no free passes, no walks, or hit by pitches as Nick Miller flares it to the right field line, rolling up against the sidewall. He's digging for two into second base with a leadoff stand-up double. Nick Miller with the first extra base hit of the night for Cowlitz. Could that be the catalyst that allows the Black Bears to break through? And with that Nick Miller double, our partners at Safeway Albertsons are proud to make another donation through their Nourishing Neighbors program for every double the Black Bears hit this season. Donations will be made to the Community Action Program. Thanks for supporting your community, Safeway Albertsons. And with Miller at second base, here's J.J. Kennett. Kennett's 0 for 1 with the ground out, but he's been seeing and hitting the ball better as of late. He fouls off the first pitch. Kennett transferring to Baylor next year. He spent his freshman year at the Dallas Baptist University. He has hits in 5 of his last 6 games. The 0-1, it's off the glove of Burke. And that allows Miller to get to third base. Miller and Kelly Stinnett having a moment at third base. Those two know each other well. Miller plays for Kelly Stinnett at Park University Gilbert. You can see a smile from Miller and a fist pump at third base. 1-1 now to Kennett as the infield comes in for Bend. Fouled off. The count's now 1-2. Kennett was late on that pitch. Sent it softly to the first base side. Down in the count, 1-2. Madariaga on the mound. The 1-2 pitch is hit well into left center field. On the wall, it bounces in between DeRoff and Silva. Miller will walk in. Back-to-back doubles by Miller and Kennett, and the Black Bears take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Make it a 5-game hitting streak for Kennett, his 3rd RBI, and first extra base hit of the summer. And with that, another donation. Thanks to Safeway Albertsons. Another donation through the Nourishing Neighbors program for every Black Bears double hit this season. The donations will be made to the Community Action Program. Thanks for supporting your community, Safeway Albertsons. And look at this, the bottom of the lineup getting things done for Cowlitz. The Black Bears only had 2 hits coming into this inning. And another fun fact, before Nick Miller's double, the Black Bears hadn't had a runner in scoring position. But the Black Bears are on the board, still nobody out, and the leadoff hitter, Dylan Schlegel, coming to the plate. Schlegel's 1 for 2. His single came back in the top of the 1st inning. He grounded out to short in his last at-bat in the 4th inning. Madariaga's first pitch is low. Burke could not squeeze it for ball 1. Black Bears in front, 1-0. That run came moments ago here in the bottom of the 6th inning and still nobody out. Madariaga looking at Kennett. The 1-0 pitch is low again for ball 2. One and 2 to the Black Bears West Coast League All-Star. Named to the WCL South team earlier this afternoon. He'll be representing the Black Bears next week in Bellingham. The All-Star game next Wednesday, July 17th at 7:30 Pacific time. You can stream the game on MLB.com. Just a great event. 3-0 to Schlegel. He takes strike 1. 3-1 to Schlegel. On deck is Shea Bowen. The Black Bears lead 1-0. The 3-1 pitch is hit well. Left center field, looking up is Silva, making the catch on the track. Tagging up is Kennett, and he's over to third base. And a great swing from Schlegel. He gave that baby a ride. Silva making the catch in left center field near the 387 sign. And now a runner at third with Keaton Grady coming to the plate. And an opportunity for the Black Bears to add on to their lead. Good base running by Kennett. And the infield comes in again. Swinging and missing. Strike one. All four infielders at the edge of the infield dirt. Grady just has to poke it through. Find a way to get that ball to the outfield. A ball and a strike to the West Coast League Hitter of the Week. Keaton Grady had 6 hits in 6 games last week, or 11 hits in 6 games last week, including a grand slam last Friday night. He also added an RBI double, 5 RBIs in the 8-5 series opening loss at Ridgefield. Grady's now down on the count 1-2. Grady from Elgin, Texas, playing in his native Lone Star State at Dallas Baptist. Madariaga's 1-2 is low and in. Sweeping Grady's feet. Taking low and in for ball 2. 2-2 count. At third base is Kennett. The Black Bears in front, 1-0. The 2-2. Inside again. That moves the count full. And there is a reliever up and throwing in the Ben bullpen in left field. Keaton Grady, a chance to extend this lead for the Black Bears. He swings and misses on the breaking ball that's been there all night. 5th strikeout of the night from Madariaga. And that's the biggest one of this game for him. For now, keeping it at a 1-run deficit. Grady's 0 for 3 tonight. And here is Shea Bowen. The first pitch missing away. High throw. Back to the pitcher from the catcher, Burke. The 1-0. Breaking ball, bending late for ball 2. It was a dark night for the Black Bears on Sunday in the 16-8 loss against the Raptors, a 10-run third inning. But a rare bright spot was Shea Bowen. 3 for 3, 2 doubles, and here's another hit into left field. But there to make the catch is Duroff. Bowen flies out to left field. That ends the inning. But back-to-back doubles by Miller and Kennett put the Black Bears in front, 1-0, going into the 7th.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Hi, it's me, your friendly neighborhood cousin. Back in my day, a checking account was a checkbook, a box of checks that looked like a brick, and a really sweet pen, if you were lucky. So now, Fiber Federal Credit Union comes along with their free choice checking that gives you a rate that's better than a lot of savings certificates. Free checking and great dividends? Way better than a box. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Attention Black Bears fans. After a 5-year hiatus, the West Coast League All-Star Game presented by Visit Bellingham is back and better than ever. Join us in Bellingham at Joe Martin Field on July 17th for an unforgettable night of big hits, epic catches, and non-stop excitement. The day will be jam-packed with family-friendly activities, including a fan fest and skills challenge. Get your tickets now at bellstickets.com. See you at the ballpark.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are looking for families to open their homes to elite college baseball players, fueled by passion and talent, ready to call Cowlitz County their home away from home. As a Black...
Top of the 7th inning. The Black Bears took the lead off back-to-back doubles from Nick Miller and the RBI double from J.J. Kennett out of Baylor to break the 0-0 tie. Cowlitz in front 1-0. Welcome back to David Story Field. Calvin Prosky on the mound. 1-1 to Brian Duroff. Duroff from St. Mary's College of California. On deck is Easton Amundsen. And in the hole is Easton Talt. 2 balls and a strike to Duroff. Prosky, the UC Santa Barbara sophomore, relieved a fellow UC Santa Barbara right-hander and sophomore A.J. Crodel. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Black Bears looking to end a 6-game losing streak and potentially start a new streak. The Black Bears, losers of 10 of their past 11 games. The 2-2, is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Duroff is 0 for 2 so far. The 3-2 from Prosky is sent to the right side, bouncing into the Black Bears bullpen, and some fans chasing after the foul ball wind up in the Black Bears bullpen. The gate is open. It is not their fault for any repercussions that come that way. 3-2. On the ground, 5-6 hole. Neve, Jeter! Not in time. Would have been a phenomenal throw from Neve. Deep in the hole, shallow left field. The throw got there on the air, but not in time. Duroff was hustling it out, and he gets to the top of the 7th, started with an infield single. And the tying run's on base for Bend. Here's the former LCC Red Devil, Easton Amundsen. Taking a first pitch curveball for strike 1. Amundsen's 0 for 2 so far. He was retired in the 1st and the 4th inning. Taking his lead at first base is Duroff. The 0-1. Missing down for ball 1. One ball and 1 strike. Amundsen had a 6-game hitting streak snapped last time out on Sunday in the 3-1 win over Yakima Valley.
Our next winner for our Safeway gift card, Deontay.
1-2 now.
Head over to the merch tent and get your gift certificate. Deontay.
In Bend, head coach Danny Sales giving signs from the dugout. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Not the third base coach. The head coach in front of the dugout. Striking out on the inside pitch is Amundsen. That's the 3rd strikeout for Prosky. There's 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. And here's the right fielder, Easton Talt. The Black Bears lead 1-0. Cowlitz got on the board with back-to-back doubles from their 8 and 9-hole hitters, Nick Miller and J.J. Kennett. Kennett drove in Miller. And the Black Bears in front just by a run, but the tying run for the Elks is on first base. 1-0 to Talt. Prosky looking in. He kicks and deals, squaring to bunt, but pulling back and taking ball 2 outside. Two balls and no strikes. The 2-0 to the Oregon State Beaver. His check swung and fouled out of play. Talt made one appearance in the Super Regionals against Kentucky last month. For the Beavers, a pickoff attempt to first base, not in time. 2-1 to Talt. The sun going down here in Longview, Washington. Squaring the bunt, and he cannot get it down. Flying it into the Bend Elks dugout on the third base side. And the people of southwestern Washington and western Oregon, western Washington getting some much needed relief. Temperatures approaching triple digits over the past couple of days. That's why we have the late first pitch delayed due to the extreme heat warning. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. Third strikeout for Prosky. Fourth strikeout, excuse me. Had 2 strikeouts in the 6th and 2 here in the 7th. And coming to the plate is Ty Silva with that tying run at first base. Duroff led off this inning with an infield single. And this pitch gets away from Kennett. It rolls all the way to the backstop. And with Duroff moving up on the wild pitch, a base hit could tie this ball game up. One and 0 to Silva. Silva did not play in this past season for USC. The 1-0. Breaking ball missing downstairs for ball 2. A guy who has coming through and drove in runs. Silva with 9 RBIs on the year. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the fifth inning of this game. Swings and misses at the 2-0 breaking ball. Now 2-1. A nice throw by Zach Burr, the home plate umpire. Giving a ball back to Prosky. The Black Bears in front 1-0. Game 1 of 3 between the Black Bears and the Elks. Fans, make sure to join us if you're in the area. The games are at night. It cools down a little bit here at David Story Field. A great environment to catch a game. A good exhibition of baseball. A lot of guys, talented players from all across the country. But if you can't make it, tune in to the YouTube stream. We'll have you covered. Here's the 2-1 and a breaking ball missing above Silva, ducking out of the way. Now 3-1 to Silva. And he's in a nice hitter's count. With the 1-run lead, Prosky's going to want to be careful with the tying run in scoring position. Don't give him anything too nice. The 3-1's fouled off. Now a full count. 3-2 to Silva. Duroff's at second base. The tying run. Prosky's looking to him. His 3-2 pitch is back up the middle into center field. Fielded by Schlegel. It's misplayed. And Silva's going to score standing up. And now digging for third is Silva. And he's over to third base. Wow. And the tying run comes in to score. But now the go-ahead run's at third base, following the error in center field. Ty Silva coming through for Bend. Tying this game up and taking extra bases. Although the Black Bears might have done some help. They gave him one of them, 2 of them actually. But coming through with a 2-out RBI single. The official ruling a single with an error on the center fielder that allowed him to move over to third base. So an unearned run ties the game up in the top of the 7th inning for the Elks. 0-1 to Salvione. The Elks shortstop's 1 for 2 tonight. Bounced foul behind the third base coaching box. Prosky's ahead 0-2 now. Pitching has been great on both sides from both teams. Both teams only with 4 hits. One game. Runner at third base. The 0-2 pitch. Missing outside, and he breaks for home. Prosky couldn't get out of his glove. The throw home is in time. Silva tried to catch the Black Bears sleeping, but Cowlitz prevails, and they keep this game tied. After tying the game on an RBI single, Ty Silva tries to steal home but does not succeed. 1-1 game at stretch time here in Longview. The Black Bears coming to the plate after we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
All sales will end after this half inning.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are looking for families to open their homes to elite college baseball players, fueled by passion and talent, ready to call Cowlitz County their home away from home. As a Black Bears host family, you provide more than shelter. You become a source of unwavering support. You're not just a host, you're a vital part of their success story. In return for your generosity, the Black Bears offer a package that's as rewarding as the experience itself. Enjoy complimentary season tickets for your entire household, a 15% discount on merchandise, and an unforgettable night of honor at the ballpark. Go to cowlitzblackbears.com to learn more on how you can become a host family today. That's cowlitzblackbears.com.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We are proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice. Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
After the Black Bears scored a run in the bottom of the 6th inning, Bend responds with a run to tie it up in the top of the 7th off an RBI single from Ty Silva. Silva advanced to third on an error by the center fielder. Then Silva gets greedy, trying to inch a run across to take a 2-1 lead. But throwing home, delivering a nice throw, is Prosky. Tried to steal home, and he's thrown out. That brings up Bronson Neve, Rowan Kelly, and Carter Monda. Bottom of the 7th inning, and a new pitcher into the game for the Elks. Simon Lemke from Columbia Basin Community College. On to pitch. In a tie ball game, he's making his 8th appearance of the year. He comes in with a 4-1 record and 3.37 ERA. He just fired across strike one to Neve. Neve's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. The 1-1 from Lemke. Bounced foul to the right side. Lemke, a 2024 first-team All-NWAC at Columbia Basin. His fastball sits 85 to 88, his slider 71 to 74, and his changeup at 79 to 81. And we just saw that slider there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lemke relieves Reed Madariaga. Madariaga put together a strong 6 innings. But Lemke starts off strong in his 7th inning. Striking out Neve. 1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now batting for the Black Bears, right fielder number 44, Rowan Kelly.
Lemke, 6 feet, 170 pounds, a local product from Bend. He had a 3.56 ERA and over 60 innings of work at Columbia Basin. 1-0 to Rowan Kelly. Rowan Kelly has reached twice tonight with a single and an error. The 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes to the incoming UCSB Gaucho. Rowan Kelly has a couple of fellow Gauchos on the team, including both Black Bears pitchers tonight, Crodel and Prosky. The 2-0 is sent foul to the left side, over near the concession stands and the merch tent. Fans, if you get a chance, make sure to check out the merch tent. The best place to get all of your Black Bears gear right here at David Story Field. 2-1 to Kelly. Lemke fires in strike 2. 2-2 to Kelly now. Two and 2. 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the 7th inning. On the ground. Backhanded Salvione. Fading away throw. In time to throw out Kelly. Nice throw by Salvione. 2 away in the bottom of the 7th inning. And following the ground out, that brings up Carter Monda. 1-1 ball game, bottom 7. Simon Lemke into the game. He's retired Neve on a strikeout and got Kelly to ground out to short. Monda takes strike 1. Monda's 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play and also reached on a fielder's choice. The 1-0 slider misses away for ball 2. Mondo was originally slated to play right field tonight. A late game scratch. He got moved to first base. That brought Rowan Kelly into the lineup. The 2-0 paints the outside corner for strike 1. Monda studying economics in northern Colorado. The 2-1 from Lemke. Fastball's away for ball 3. And now a nice hitter's count for Monda. Monda has some pop. He hasn't shown it yet necessarily this summer. No homers, but he finds a hole through the left side. Doing a job, getting on with 2 outs. Monda prolongs the bottom of the 7th inning with a 2-out single. His first hit of the night. And the go-ahead runs on base.
Number 18, Cody Estes.
And a runner on and 2 outs for Cody Estes. Estes looking for his first hit back. He returned to the team this weekend against the Raptors. He started Sunday's game. He just took strike 1, down on the count 0-1. He went 0 for 3 in the 16-8 loss with 2 strikeouts, a line out, and a sac fly. Monda's at first base. He takes off. What a jump he has. Bounce to the right side. Estes hustling over. Lemke's going to have to beat him in a foot race, which he does. In time, a 3-1 ground out. Ends the inning, and the Black Bears can't do anything about the 2-out single from Monda. And we're going to the 8th inning in a 1-1 ball game between the Bend Elks and your Cowlitz Black Bears.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Ahoy there, mateys. Spring has sprung, and that means it's time to hit the high seas, or the open road, or any place you get to wear a cool outfit and go real fast. Thank goodness Fiber Federal Credit Union has you covered. Get the boat, wave runner, RV, ATV, or motorcycle you want at a rate as low as Davy Jones' Locker. The RV, boat, and adventure loan from Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Other places make you pay extra for that, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les. Book your appointment at leschwab.com. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com for details.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
A strong 3 innings from Calvin Prosky. He gave up 1 run but only 2 hits. Struck out 4, and my favorite stat, and I'm sure Justin Parrish would agree with me, no walks given up by Prosky in 3 innings of work. He exits the game in a 1-1 tie. In to pitch for the Black Bears is Cale Hammer, the redshirt sophomore from Gonzaga. He's on to make his 8th appearance of the summer. He has 9 innings under his belt. He inherits a tie game. He'll face the tail end of the lineup. 7-8-9 leading off is the shortstop, Vinny Salvione. Hammer gets ahead with strike 1 to Salvione. Salvione's 1 for 2 with the single, and he fouled out to the first baseman. Tie game. Both teams with a run apiece. Salvione's down in the count 0-2. The Black Bears scored a run in the bottom of the 6th inning off back-to-back doubles from Nick Miller and J.J. Kennett. Kennett drove in Miller. And then the Elks scored a run in the top of the 7th inning. Ty Silva came through with an RBI single with 2 outs, and then he was thrown out at home in the middle of Salvione's at-bat, trying to steal home. 1-2 to Salvione. Hammer looking in. Here's the 1-2. The breaking ball hit softly on the ground to third. Thrown over to first in time. Nick Miller firing over on the run. 1 away for Isaiah Burke. The Elks catcher's 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the first pitch from Hammer. It's popped out of play to the right side. Burke returns to the Elks after spending 2022 in Bend. He played 27 games for them that summer and hit .264 with 12 RBIs. The 0-1 is fouled off. 0-2 to Burke. 1-1 ball game. Top of the 7th inning between Bend and the Black Bears. The 0-2 popped up high to the right side. Monda by the coach's box, backtracking, and he doesn't have it. And a tough sky to deal with. The sun is down, but not entirely dark. It's a blue sky out there. But the at-bat continues to Burke. So we'll see what Burke does with another life. Still 0-2. Monda playing in his first game at first base for the Black Bears this summer. Hammer's on the mound. 1 away in the top of the 7th inning. The 0-2 misses low. A ball and 2 strikes to Burke. Burke appeared in just 1 game for the Aggies in redshirt this past season in New Mexico State. The 1-2 from Hammer is low and in for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The slider missing. 3-2. From 0-2 to 3-2 now. Here's the payoff from Hammer. Ball 4. And after the pop up to first base that Monda had issues with, we'll see how large that looms after what could have been out number 1 turns into a leadoff walk. Or out number 2, excuse me. Burke is walked. And Isaiah Burke is pinch ran for. The pinch runner coming in, Abri Cavarubias. The USC Trojan dancing at first base. He looks like he wants second. One out, and the go-ahead run on for Tyler Peterson. Cavarubias at first base. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Peterson. Peterson's walked and struck out tonight. Cavarubias, an infielder. So the Black Bears have a speedster on the bag. Kennett sprung out of his stance to first base, but getting back is the runner. So the Elks going all in, trying to get that 1-out walk around to score. Oh, and 2 now to Williams, or Peterson. Outside for ball 1. Top of the 8th inning. The Elks and the Black Bears are tied at 1. There goes Cavarubias. The throw to second. Not in time. So Peterson struck out swinging in nearly a strike him out, throw him out double play. But instead, the go-ahead runner moves into scoring position.
Back to the top of their lineup. Designated hitter number 21, Josh Wakefield.
Peterson goes down, swinging, strikes out for the second time. But here is Josh Wakefield with the go-ahead run at second base. Wakefield might have broke his bat. Backhand, Monda. Hammer's going to have to get over. And they have Cavarubias in a run down at third. They had him in no man's land. He gets back to third base. But Hammer did not cover the bag. And now the inning continues. A mental miscue from the Black Bears. But with the runners at the corners, can the Black Bears overcome another mistake? Justin Parrish, the Black Bears pitching coach, out to have a chat with Hammer. With the runners at the corners, Wakefield with the infield single.
360-423-3900.
Cavarubias at third base. The whole infield's invited to game plan for what the Elks might do to try and get that run in, because the Elks made a statement when they pinch ran Burke and brought in Cavarubias into the game. You knew they wanted to get him to get that run across. Cavarubias is an infielder. He may have a catching background, but usually when you bring in a speedster for your catcher late in the games, you're going for the run. You'll deal with what happens later. And the Elks in a position where that gamble has a chance of paying off. The Black Bears with 2 outs, a chance to get out of this thing unscathed. And a critical juncture in this ball game. Tied at 1, top of the 8th inning, 2 outs. And a runner at third base now, a runner at the corners. Watch out for Wakefield taking off for first base to try and force a throw over to first. And then the decision comes for the Black Bears. Do you try to get the runner out? Do you give up the run? I personally wouldn't, but we will see. But here is Cole Calnan. Runners at the corners. Go ahead run at third base. Hammer steps off. Calnan's 0 for 2 tonight. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first, walked in the third, and struck out in the sixth. The first pitch from Hammer is taken for strike one. On the outside corner. Calnan's down in the count 0-1. At first base is Wakefield. Covarrubias is at third. The 0-1 is fouled out of play. 1-1 ball game between the Elks and the Black Bears. The go-ahead run for Bend is at third base. 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning. Cale Hammer in his first inning on the mound. He's an out away, and taking off is Wakefield. He steps off the mound. Did he step off the mound? As the Elks dugout wanting a balk. And the base umpire, Travis Holsey, ruling he did officially step off, no balk, but stealing second is Wakefield. So the Black Bears electing to give up the run. But now the Elks head coach wanting to have a word with the umpire, Danny Sales, in his first season. But now Zach Burr is meeting with Travis Holsey. The two umpires meeting in between home plate and third base, and this is a pivotal call. If the call is overturned and called a balk, the run comes home. But now Holsey and Burr, it appears Burr is speaking to the Elks dugout, explaining the call. Was confirmed, no balk. Wakefield steals second. At third is Covarrubias. 0-2 now to Calnan, but now a base hit can drive in 2 runs for the Elks. The 0-2. The fastball misses up and away. 1-2, and I like the decision by Hammer not to throw to second base, not risk a run coming in, or not sacrificing an out for a run in this case, and betting on yourself and being able to come through and to retire Calnan. And a 2-2 count. The home plate umpire, Zach Burr, stopping play to adjust the scoreboard. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calnan at the plate. He's 0 for 2. The 2-2 is high for ball 3. Tie ball game. The Elks and the Black Bears knotted up at 1. The go-ahead run 90 feet away for Bend. And he takes a break for home. He throws home! In time! That's the second time the Elks have tried to steal home. The second time they've been unsuccessful. And the Black Bears get out of the inning. Still tied 1-1 as the inning ends after Covarrubias tries to steal home, middle of the 8th. And we're still tied 1-1 between Bend and Cowlitz.
You buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Other places make you pay extra for that, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les. Book your appointment at leschwab.com. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com for details.
Ahoy there, mateys. Spring has sprung, and that means it's time to hit the high seas, or the open road, or any place you get to wear a cool outfit and go real fast. Thank goodness Fiber Federal Credit Union has you covered. Get the boat, wave runner, RV, ATV, or motorcycle you want at a rate as low as Davy Jones' Locker. The RV, boat, and adventure loan from Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Attention Black Bears fans. After a 5-year hiatus, the West Coast League All-Star Game presented by Visit Bellingham is back and better than ever. Join us in Bellingham at Joe Martin Field on July 17th for an unforgettable night of big hits, epic catches, and non-stop excitement. The day will be jam-packed with family-friendly activities, including a fan fest and skills challenge. Get your tickets now at bellstickets.com. See you at the ballpark.
Nick Miller and J.J. Kennett get the Black Bears going in the bottom of the 8th. This part of the lineup came through and engineered the first run of the game for the Black Bears back in the 6th inning. Can they do it again here in the bottom of the 8th? Welcome back to David Story Field. Jack Connolly bringing you Black Bears baseball. And another exciting inning, ending to the top of an inning with the Elks at the plate. The second time they've took the bat out of one of their batters' hands trying to steal home. Now 2-0 to Nick Miller. Can the Black Bears take advantage off the emotional high? Credit to Cale Hammer, standing tall. A couple of Black Bears mistakes. This is his chop to the third base line. Played on the run, and an errant throw from the third baseman, Peterson. Out of play, into the crowd, and the go-ahead run is awarded second base. And Tyler Peterson tried to make a phenomenal play on the run in foul territory, playing it off the short hop, but a wild throw sails into the crowd here at David Story Field and sends the go-ahead run and Nick Miller to second base. And at the plate is J.J. Kennett. J.J. Kennett drove in the first run of the ball game for the Black Bears on an RBI double. Can he do it again and give them the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning? He takes ball one downstairs. Lemke looking in out of the stretch. He locks eyes with Miller at second base. The 1-0. Fouled back to the netting. Sending a jump scare to the season ticket holders right behind home plate, sitting on field level. You have the best view in the house, but you'll deal with scares like that. You'll also get to hear all the action. A tight game, 1-1, bottom of the 8th. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off. Now 1-2 to Kennett. Kennett, a Baylor commit, rising sophomore. He spent his freshman year at Dallas Baptist University. He played in 12 games for the Patriots, making 4 starts. He fouls off the 1-2. His fellow Patriot teammate on deck, Dylan Schlegel, the leadoff hitter, as well as another Patriot, Keaton Grady, in the hole. Can the bottom of the lineup come through again? The 1-2 is tipped. Still alive at 1-2 is Kennett. Kennett's 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a ground out to short. The 1-2 from Lemke is outside for ball 2. Miller led off this inning, reaching on an error. The dribbler to third base, a wild throw from Peterson, sent him to second. In the air, left center field. Working around it is Duroff. He makes the catch in the left center field gap, delivering a strong throw to third, keeping Miller at second. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. And that's a big first out for the morale of Lemke. And we saw the Black Bears have issues with the night sky. The sun is down, but it's not entirely dark here in Longview. But no problem out and left for the St. Mary's Gale, Brian Duroff. 1 away for Dylan Schlegel. Back to the top of the order for Cowlitz. The fastball missing in for ball 1. Schlegel, one of the most consistent hitters from the Black Bears this year, has kept his average teetering around the 300 range. The 1-0 is away for ball 2. Schlegel comes into tonight's game hitting .292. He went 0 for 3 on Sunday against Ridgefield. 1 for 4 on Saturday. But he had a nice series in Yakima Valley. Hits in all 3 games and back-to-back multi-hit games in Wednesday and Thursday's matchups. But he's ahead in the count here, 3-0. And I would assume he's in full take mode. We will see. On deck is second baseman Keaton Grady. The 3-0. Called strike 1. Three and 1 to Schlegel. Miller at second. He takes off for third. Ball 3. High throw. Safe. Miller steals third. And Schlegel has walked. And now the Black Bears have runners at the corners with 1 out. And an opportunity for Cowlitz to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Good at bat by Kennett. He didn't get much to swing at. Or Schlegel, excuse me. Miller with his second stolen base of the summer and a big one. Schlegel's on base for the second time tonight. And a mound visit is called. Everybody's invited in the Bend infield. And what an opportunity for Cowlitz. This inning started with Nick Miller. He sent a slow chopper up the third baseline. Tyler Peterson made an effort to make the play. Threw on the run a wild throw. Airmailing the first baseman of Munson. Sailing out of play. Miller took second base. J.J. Kennett electing not to bunt. He flew out to left field. But guts by Miller, stealing third base. On the 3-1 pitch, Schlegel took ball 4, but sliding in after a high throw from Isaiah Burke. As the Black Bears have runners at the corners with 1 out. And it was this part of the lineup, the 9-hole hitters, specifically back in the 6th inning, back-to-back doubles from Miller and Kennett. But Nick Miller, he jump-started a run in the 6th inning. Can he do it again in the 8th? Here's Keaton Grady, the West Coast League Hitter of the Week. Schlegel takes off. Grady sends it foul. So the Black Bears, whether it was planned or not, going hit and run on the first pitch to Grady. Grady leading the Black Bear hitters with a .333 average. Tries to get a button down. He can't get it. Instead, he's down in the count 0-2. And Grady is going to have to protect here. At first base is Schlegel. Miller's the go-ahead run at third base. Here's the 0-2 from Lemke. Schlegel running again, and a hit and run! Holding at second is Schlegel, but scoring is Miller. The West Coast League Hitter of the Week comes through with an RBI single in the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-1 Cowlitz. In an 0-2 count, going the other way. And Schlegel running on the pitch, sending it through the 5-6 hole into left field. And the Black Bears in front, 2-1, with Keaton Grady coming through for the ball club. Cowlitz in front, 2-1, and that's the end of the night for Simon Lemke. We'll step aside, but the Black Bears have runners on first and second with 1 away, and now a lead. They're in front, 2-1, still in the bottom of the 8th.
Hi, this is Mike from Dickana Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dickana Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with the tradition of supporting our community.
Dickana Toyota, believe in nice.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Hi, it's me, your friendly neighborhood codger. Back in my day, a checking account was a checkbook, a box of checks that looked like a brick, and a really sweet pen, if you were lucky. So now, Fiber Federal Credit Union comes along with their free choice checking that gives you a rate that's better than a lot of savings certificates. Free checking and great dividends? Way better than a box. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Brian Harbour into the game. The incoming freshman in the University of San Diego commit from Santa Ana, California. The right-hander on to make his 5th appearance of the summer, all of them coming out of the bullpen. He has over 10 innings of work under his belt. He has not given up an earned run this summer. Went 3 innings at Bellingham in the 3-2 win, 3 innings at Ridgefield, 2 1/3 at Walla Walla, and 2 innings against Springfield back on June 13th, doing a good sample size of work. He's comfortable giving you 1 to 2 innings, even 3 in some cases. The Elks won't need all that. They'll just need him to get through this inning and be able to keep it a 2-1 ball game. Both Grady and Schlegel are charged to Simon Lemke. Miller's run coming across is an unearned run. But with 1 away, here is Shea Bowen. Bowen out of Lubbock Christian. 0 for 3 on the night. The Black Bears in front 2-1 as he was way in front of this pitch, sending it foul into the picnic area. Grady ready for that. Too ready for it. Oh, 0-1 to Bowen. Bowen in the 3-hole tonight in the Black Bears lineup. Swinging and missing. The slider from the righty induces a swing and a miss. 0-2 to Bowen. Righty on lefty matchup. Bowen the lefty and the righty is Harbour on the mound. He looks to second. First and second, Black Bears in front 2-1. Shuffling over at second is Schlegel. The shortstop, Vinny Salvione, sounds the alarms, goes to cover, and stepping off is Harbour. Still 0-2 to Bowen. The pitch is outside for ball 1. And I talked to Shea before the game. I said, how did that game feel on Sunday? A visual sigh of relief. He said he needed it. He looked good in a rare bright spot for the Black Bears in an otherwise long night. The 1-2 is away from Burke, and the runners move up with Schlegel to third and Grady to second. The runners advancing on the pass ball. And now the Black Bears out of the double play. And a big spot for Bowen. 2 ducks on the pond. The 2-2. And the pitch slides out of the hand of Harbor. Schlegel had a decent-sized secondary lead down the third base line. Burke going to third. He gets back in time. But stumbling on the mound is Harbor. Three and 2 to Bowen. Is outside. Ball 4. That will load him up. And here is Bronson Neve walking to the plate. With the bases loaded, holding a 1-run lead. The Black Bears could use a swing from one of their hottest hitters over the past couple of weeks. And for Bronson, an off night so far. 0 for 3 with a couple of groundouts and a strikeout. Can change that with a nice swing right here. The first pitch from Harbor is inside. Catching the inner part of the zone for strike 1. Neve, remember the Australian U18 national team at the 2022 World Cup. The 0-1, bouncing to the plate, but the bases umpire ruling he went around. So now Bronson's down in the count 0-2. Knee with hits in 10 of the past 12 games. It could provide some much needed insurance here. The 0-2 is outside for ball 1. The bases are loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cowlitz in front 2-1. Bowen's at first. Grady's at second. Schlegel's at third base. The first baseman of Munson's in. On the edge of the infield grass, the third baseman Peterson covering the bag. We'll watch what he does on the pitch. The 1-2. Bounced left side. Tough play. The shortstop going to third. Getting the force out. But a run comes in to score. Schlegel makes it a 3-run game, scoring the run. But it's Bronson who drives in the run on the RBI fielder's choice. There's nothing that Salvione could do there. He made the easiest play. Bronson, the RBI fielder's choice. He'll take it. 6-5 put out for those of you scoring at home. Runners at first and second. Kelly way out in front of that breaking ball. Actually a changeup on second thought. Kelly's 1 for 3 tonight. He singled in the second. He reached on an air in the 5th and grounded out to short in the 7th. The Black Bears in front 3-1. Swing and a miss. Both runs unearned for the Black Bears. But when you've lost 6 in a row, you'll take it any way you can. 0-2 to Kelly. Neves at first, Bowens at second. Harbor on the mound. Ball 1. Bouncing in front of the plate. This inning got started when Nick Miller reached on an error. Now 1-2 to Kelly. Harbor's 1-2. Broken bat. Rolled over to second. Calnan throws over to a Munson. 4-3 put out, but the Black Bears add 2 runs and take a 3-1 lead going into the 9th inning. You're listening to the Cowlitz Black Bears Radio Network.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are looking for families to open their homes to elite college baseball players, fueled by passion and talent, ready to call Cowlitz County their home away from home. As a Black Bears host family, you provide more than shelter. You become a source of unwavering support. You're not just a host, you're a vital part of their success story. In return for your generosity, the Black Bears offer a package that's as rewarding as the experience itself. Enjoy complimentary season tickets for your entire household, a 15% discount on merchandise, and an unforgettable night of honor at the ballpark. Go to CowlitzBlackBears.com to learn more on how you can become a host family today. That's CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are looking for families to open their homes to elite college baseball players, fueled by passion and talent, ready to call Cowlitz County their home away from home. As a Black Bears host family, you provide more than shelter. You become a source of unwavering support. You're not just a host, you're a vital part of their success story. In return for your generosity, the Black Bears offer a package that's as rewarding as the experience itself. Enjoy complimentary season tickets for your entire household, a 15% discount on merchandise, and an unforgettable night of...
Virotsi Harith enters the game in a save opportunity. Welcome back to David Story Field. The Black Bears lead the Elks 3-1 in the top of the 9th inning. Cowlitz scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, both of them unearned. Cashing in. Nick Miller, Cowlitz County's own, got things started when he reached on an error. He came around to score. And then Bronson Neve drove in an insurance run on an RBI fielder's choice. Virotsi Harith now up 0-2 to Cole Calnan. The 0-2 pitch is inside for ball 1. See Harith, 5'10", 205 pounds from Ontario, Canada. Pitching in his 9th game this summer. The 1-2. Check swing. No, he did not. And the suspense building, emotions and tensions rising at David Story Field. And the count's 2-2 now. Calnon's 0 for 2. He stays alive, fouling off the 2-2 pitch. Calnon reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st. He walked in the 3rd and struck out in the 6th. Here's the 2-2 from Harith. Called ball 3. Bouncing on the plate.
Let's hear it from that kid, Weston Smith. Great job tonight, Weston.
Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cowlitz in front 3-1. 3 outs away from snapping their 6-game losing streak. Harith lost him. Ball 4. Now a runner on first base and nobody out. A leadoff walk. And this Black Bear staff has done such a good job of controlling the free passes, something that ailed this team last week, specifically in the series against the Raptors. They've done a good job of not losing hitters, competing. But they surrender a leadoff walk to open up the top of the 9th inning. See Harris back in the bullpen. He went 2 innings in his first start of the summer on 4th of July in Yakima Valley. It was a tough start for him. Gave up 7 runs on 5 hits and 4 walks. See Harris has been so sharp in this bullpen. He put together a streak of 5 consecutive scoreless outings. And the first pitch misses low and away to Brian Duroff. At first base is Calnan. Duroff, the bend left fielder. Here's the 1-0. The fastball is upstairs for ball 2. Duroff is 1 for 3. And pitching coach of the Black Bears, Justin Parrish, is out to speak with Harris. The Black Bears do not want to let this get out of hand and create too much of a situation. 2-0 to Duroff. We will keep an eye on the Black Bears bullpen, even though we don't have much of a vantage point. It looks stagnant right now, but it'll be a situation to monitor and keep an eye on. Cowlitz holding on to a 3-1 lead. The Black Bears got on the board and broke a scoreless game back in the bottom of the 6th inning. When Nick Miller and J.J. Kennett got things started. Back-to-back RBI doubles. Nick Miller was a catalyst as well here in the bottom of the 8th inning. But see Harris, 3 outs away. The 2-0 is outside for ball 3. Now 3-0 to Duroff. Duroff hitting .313 on the season. The 3-0 is called for strike 1. Three and 1 to Duroff. Duroff has 5 walks on the year. 10 strikeouts. The 3-1 is called strike 2. Duroff wanted that to be called ball 4. He almost threw his bat and walked down to first base. From 3-0 to 3-2. At first base is Calnan. He reached on a leadoff walk. See Harris, 3-2 pitch, misses way upstairs for ball 4. Back-to-back walks to get things started in the top of the 9th inning. And now the go-ahead run at the plate for Bend. Easton Amundsen. He spent 2 seasons playing at David Story Field with LCC. He takes ball 1. See, Harris has fallen behind each of the first 3 hitters he's faced in this 9th inning. And now there is action in the Cowlitz bullpen. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. 1-1 now. Amundsen's 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Duroff's at first base. Calnan's at second. Amundsen's down in the count, 0-1-2. See Harris getting right back up on that mound. Not taking a lot of time in between pitches. He looks to second. The 1-2. Low and in. And I know the home crowd wanted that call. You're not going to get that too often. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. The Black Bears in front 3-1. Up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. See, Harris has walked the first 2 hitters of this top of the 9th inning. On deck is Easton Talt. 3-2. Nobody out. The payoff. On the ground, left side. Fielded by Miller. He goes to second for one. The Black Bears get the force at second for out number one. Nice play by Miller. A long throw for him from third base. Getting the force out. Duff is taken off the bases. Now Calnon at third base. And Munson reaches on the fielder's choice. And now the Black Bears can end this game with a ground ball. Strike one to Easton Talt. Oh and 1. The Black Bears in front 3-1. The 0-1 fastball misses upstairs. See, Harris has given up 2 walks. He got a Munson to ground into a fielder's choice. Talt is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. The 1-1, low and inside. 2-1 now. This ballpark is darn near silent as the Cowlitz faithful biting their fingernails. 2-1. A pickoff attempt to first base. Munson not too far off at all. Two and 1. Talt steps back in. The pitch from Harris misses again for ball 3. 3-1 now to Talt. On deck is the center fielder, Ty Silva. The 3-1 to Talt is called strike 2. Oh, and a Munson thought it was ball 4. He was out in no man's land at first base. Kennett thought about it, but decides to eat the ball, not throw it down there. And that call did not satisfy the Elks dugout, to say the least. Now 3-2. Talt was getting ready to take off his shin guards after that last pitch. Now 3-2. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Harris got him. Talt goes down swinging for out number 2. Harris bearing down and striking out Talt. And now, last call for Bend. 2 away in the top of the 9th inning. Here is Ty Silva. A huge strikeout. Still the go-ahead run at the plate for the Elks. The tying runs are on base. The first pitch fastball misses away. 1-0 to Silva. Silva tied the game for the Elks back in the top of the 7th inning with a 2-out RBI single. The 1-0 is inside. 2-0 now. And a flashback to that top of the 7th inning. Silva was thrown out at home, trying to steal home, trying to take the lead for the Elks. That ended the inning. The first of 2 innings ended by the Elks trying to steal home. 2-0, runners at the corners. The Black Bears in front 3-1. And that pitch missing. And now Harris is a ball away from loading up the bases. Three 3-0 to Silva. Squaring to bunt. Pulling back. Taking ball 4 low. Silva has walked on 4 pitches. Now the bases are loaded for Vinny Salvione.
Shortstop number 6, Vinny Salvione.
The 3rd walk given up by Harris in this inning. And Kennett out to talk to Harris. Calnon led off this inning with a walk. Duroff followed with a walk. That put runners on first and second. Amundsen grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice. Cowlitz struck out swinging. And then Silva just reached on the third walk of the inning. Now the bases are loaded. The ball has yet to be put in play from the Elks. And it comes down to Vinny Salvione, the former Black Bear. He played with Cowlitz last year. A part of their magical playoff run. The team put together a strong second half. But it will not be Salvione, a pinch hitter. Here were 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Here is Jace Miller. Jace Miller from Medford, Oregon. The Portland Pilot swings and misses at the first pitch. So there won't be an opportunity for a storybook ending for the Elks, but here's Jace Miller. Miller, the redshirt sophomore at Portland. The infielder hitting .274 in the year has 12 RBIs. The 0-1 ball moves the count to 1-1. At first base is Silva. Amundsen's at second. Calnon's at third base. Each runner has been walked. The 1-1, 2 away, bounce to third. Miller fields it, foot raise. He's out! And the Black Bears take the series opener. And the final play coming on a bang-bang play at third base. And Nick Miller, the star of the game tonight for the Black Bears. The catalyst behind the 6th inning rally, getting things started with a double, scoring the first run of the game for the Black Bears, as well as in the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off by getting on base. He reached on an error. He ended up scoring the go-ahead run, and his runs were the difference. Those 2 runs. And good things happen when you put the ball in play. And that losing streak I kept talking about earlier today is no longer. The Black Bears snapped their 6-game losing streak. They get the first win at home. The Black Bears improved to 8-5 here at David Story Field. They get their 12th win of the year. That first win of the year in the second half of play. And a nice win from the Black Bears. The Black Bears win this one 3-1. Key contributions down the board. 4 innings, a scoreless ball from A.J. Crodel. Calvin Prosky did his job. He gave up 1 run. Cale Hammer did his thing, got through the 8th, and Virotsi Harith made things interesting in the 9th. But the Black Bears survive and take game 1 of this series. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Coverage begins at around 6:30 Pacific time. We may have a little pregame show for you guys. But the Black Bears get the win. They'll have a chance to take the series. Bend falls for the first time in the second half of West Coast League play. They fall to 3-1 and 19-12 overall. But for my producer, Derek Lunn, my audio engineer, Chase Spross, I'm saying so long from Longview. Black Bears take the season opener 3-1 over the Elks.